Let me ask you a question. Do you enjoy listening to music? All right. Now let me ask you one more. Have you ever met anyone that doesn't? With different genres of music coming from all over the world, it's kind of hard not to. Whether you're in your car, an elevator, a store, or even in your kitchen with some pots and pans, there's never a dull moment for your ears. Unfortunately, nowadays, music itself has become a trend due to big business. Now, I'm not trying to get all emotional on the subject or anything, but instead, I'd rather just take out a moment for the unheard, the underground, so to speak, or in this case, the subway soul. New York, home of the largest city in the United States of America. 1/3 of New York's commuters use the subway system. Now, if you want to get technical about it, that boils down to over 6 million people. Whether it be going home, to work, a friend's house, a show, a game, or whatever have you, that's 6 million people filling up the subway systems to go from point A to point B. And in this area, most of them are in a rush to get there. The Metropolitan Transit Authority, or better known to us as the MTA. Since 1985, the MTA Arts for Transit has managed the MUNI program. MUNI, which stands for Music Under New York, presents quality music to the commuting public. At present, more than 100 soloists and groups participate in the MUNI program, providing over 150 weekly performances at 25 locations throughout the transit system. Now, with that many artists and musicians and performances going on all at the same time in the city, if you're taking the subway, you're bound to run into one of them. You got a wide variety of music, so you never know what kind of genre of music you might run into. Many of them have recorded material on hand for you to buy. Now let's not forget, this is New York City, so you never know what you might run into. Musicians that perform in the transit system don't do it because they're looking for the fortune and the fame and the glamour that you see on TV with the mainstream nowadays. They do it because they want to do it. Their talents and their passion for the music drive them to share their own piece of the art and the culture. The way these musicians see it, if you can play down here and get a crowd and be successful, then you can pretty much play anywhere. You might come across something you've never even seen before. Something that tells you to just ignore whatever it was you were just doing or thinking or wherever you were just going, and to just stop and listen. Whether it's raining outside, snowing, whether they're performing on a street corner or a Madison Square Garden, or in this case, the subway, you know how the old saying goes.
With eyes as black as coal and look down in my soul and start a fire there, and then I lose control. I have to beg your pardon. Alright, I'm gonna pick that rose and watch her as she grows in my garden. I'm gonna pick that rose and watch her as she grows in my garden.